Hello children, welcome to 7th Science online classes. Chapter 10 Transportation in Animals and Plants. So in this chapter we just started the circulatory system in human. The main circulatory system of human are blood, blood vessels and heart. Blood that contain components of blood, blood plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets and their functions that we already studied in that last class. And blood vessels, two types of blood vessels are there, arteries and veins. Arteries that carry oxygen rich blood and veins they carry carbon dioxide rich blood. That is the main difference of arteries and veins. And today we will study more about the circulation of blood in human, then about heart and excretory system of human also. Let us start today's class. How blood circulates. So we studied that two types of blood vessels are there. So through blood vessels, blood can flow or blood can move all part of our body. So two types of blood vessels, arteries and veins. And we studied that arteries, they are the vessels that carry oxygen rich blood. So in the figure, red color that you can see that they are arteries. So here you can see this is the artery, and veins means that is rich in carbon dioxide blood. That blood contains more carbon dioxide. So that is why it is here blue color. So that red color, oxygen rich blood, that is artery, and carbon dioxide rich blood, vein. Yes, and we'll see the another thing, pulmonary artery. The pulmonary artery is a special blood vessel that connects the heart to the lungs. See, this is the heart, and from heart to the lungs. Heart to the lungs. So that vessel is pulmonary artery. But what we studied, artery means contain oxygenated rich blood or oxygen rich blood, that is arteries. But here it carry carbon dioxide rich blood. Okay, that is the difference. The pulmonary artery is a special blood vessel that connects the heart to the lungs. It takes blood that contains less oxygen or deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated means less oxygen from the heart to the lungs. Hence, it is unlike all other arteries that carry oxygen rich blood. So, arteries means actually oxygen rich blood, and here you can see that red color. But this pulmonary artery that connects heart to the lungs. So, but it carry what? Deoxygenated blood, or this is carbon dioxide rich or less oxygen blood. Okay, that is pulmonary artery. Second one, pulmonary vein. The pulmonary vein is a special blood vessel that connects the lungs and the heart, lungs to the heart. It carries oxygen rich blood from the lungs to the heart. Hence, it is unlike all other veins that carry oxygen less blood. So, we studied that veins are oxygen less blood, or carbon dioxide amount is more. But here this pulmonary vein connects lungs to the heart. And what about pulmonary artery? Lungs to the heart to the lungs, and pulmonary vein lungs to the heart, and this carry oxygen rich blood. Hence it is unlike all other veins that carry oxygen less blood. So hope it is clear. So this is heart, and from heart to lungs, that is pulmonary artery, so that is oxygen less blood, and from lungs oxygen is added, and this oxygen rich blood come to the heart through pulmonary vein, lungs to the heart. And from here, arteries carry oxygen rich blood and veins carry carbon dioxide rich blood. Then capillaries. Small blood vessels are called capillaries. The arteries divided themselves into capillaries, which then deliver oxygenated blood to the tissues in the body. Then these capillaries take up the oxygenated blood from the tissues to the veins. Simply we can tell that these are veins. Here veins and here arteries. So small tubes, here arteries. This main artery divided as small arteries, and these arteries connected to the veins in our any part of our body. Arteries connected to the veins through small blood vessels, they are called capillaries. Okay. The main parts of human circulatory system are blood, blood vessels and heart. So now we'll see what is the function of heart. The heart is an organ present in our body that pumps the blood in the blood vessels. So what is the function of heart? Heart pumps the blood, and that blood reaches all of our body through the blood vessels. It is located in the chest cavity. Heart is located in the chest cavity. So when you keep your palm on your chest, you can feel the heartbeat. So now you realize that the location, where is the location of the heart? That is in the chest cavity. Its lower part is a little tilted towards the left. So when you keep your palm on the left side, you can feel the heartbeat very well. Why? Because the heart, the lower part, here is the lower part, that lower part is little tilted towards our left side. And this part is in the center, but this lower part is tilted towards the left of our chest. So that is the location of the heart. The heart is divided into 4 chambers, which prevents the oxygen-rich blood from mixing with carbon dioxide-rich blood. So heart, this is the heart, and this heart having 4 chambers. 4 chambers means 4 rooms. Here upper 1, here also upper part 1. So 1, 2, and here 3, and here 4. So 4 chambers or 4 rooms are there for heart. And when we inhale the air, that time we take air that contain oxygen, carbon dioxide, and our body takes oxygen air and exhale out carbon dioxide. So when we inhale that air, it contains oxygen and carbon dioxide. So this room, so these 4 chambers prevents the oxygen rich blood from mixing with carbon dioxide rich blood. Now we'll see the 2 upper chambers are called atria. So here these 2 are the upper chambers. These 2 upper chambers are called atria. The 2 chambers are there, atria. In singular we can tell this is an atrium. This is one atrium and this is another atrium, and together we can call it as atria. And 2 lower chambers, they are called ventricles. So this is one ventricle and this is the another ventricle. So 2 atria and 2 ventricles. And I'll just show you the passage of or the way of blood. See, first we inhale, that time we take air. So that air contain not only oxygen, carbon dioxide also there. So that is come through this, okay, and first this atrium, and from here through this valve it go to this ventricle, and from here it go through this pulmonary artery to the lungs, pulmonary artery to the lungs, and from lungs oxygenated blood, that carbon dioxide is removed from there from the lungs, and oxygenated blood come through this pulmonary vein. Okay, pulmonary vein, and from here it pulmonary vein here, and it come to here. Then it go to the aorta, through the aorta it go to the our body parts. So you just understand this only. Heart divided as 4 chambers. Upper chambers are called atria, and down or these lower chambers are called ventricles. That only. And you just see this movement of blood also from here. See this arrow, just see this arrow. Okay, from pulmonary, through pulmonary artery go to the lungs, and from the lungs through pulmonary veins it come to these ventricles, and from the ventricles oxygenated rich blood go to all of our other parts. Next is heartbeat. The muscles of the heart relax and contract continuously as it pumps the blood in the arteries. So our heart is completely made up of muscle, no bone. Okay, that's the muscle. So that muscle relax and contract. This continuously happen. That is why we can hear that heartbeat. And that time it pumps the blood. This rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the heart is called heartbeat. The stethoscope is an instrument that is used to listen to the heartbeat of a person. That you very know that a doctor use this. It amplifies the heartbeat so that the doctors can monitor it and find out about the patient's condition. It contains 2 earpieces. So here it contains 2 earpieces. So this is the stethoscope, and it contains 2 earpieces. So this part doctor keep in the ear. A tube that connects them to a chest piece. So here one tube, that tube is connected to a chest piece comprising of a sensitive diaphragm, and here a sensitive diaphragm is there, and this is the chest piece. Okay, this part is kept in the chest, kept on the chest. So that is about heartbeat. Next, do all animals possess a circulatory system? The circulatory system, human, we already studied. That is transportation of blood and air and everything that is circulate through our body, and waste material also, that is also exhale out through this transportation system. And the circulatory system, that is all animals possess the circulatory system? No. Animals like hydra and sponges do not possess a circulatory system. These animals live in water and hence get food and oxygen from the water as it enters their bodies. So these are the hydra. This is hydra, and this is the sponge. As the water comes out of their body, it takes away the carbon dioxide and waste materials out of it. So they live in water, and water comes out. Water is go inside their body. So that time the exchange of gases takes place. Next is excretion in animals. Excretion means waste material, expel the waste materials. The cells in animals release some waste products as they perform different functions. So all animals' body, they release some waste materials. These waste products are toxic, and hence they must be removed from the bodies of the living organisms. So this waste material, in the time to time, the waste material has to be removed from the body. Okay, from the body of the living organism. The process of removal of waste products produced in the cells of the living organism is called excretion. So that is the definition of excretion. The process of removal of waste products produced in the cells of the living organism. That process is called excretion. The excretory system in human beings. So excretory system, that is also the part of a transport system. Okay, circulatory system we already studied. that circulation, the blood, through the blood the things are moving, or it is moving all of our body. So that is one way. And this excretory system means that waste products, also remove from our body, that is also a transport system. So this excretory system in human beings. Kidneys. There are two organs called kidneys present in our body. These kidneys contain blood capillaries that filter out the unwanted substances from the blood in the form of urine. So in our body contains two kidneys. So in this picture you can see that right kidney, left kidney. These kidneys contain blood capillaries. Inside the kidney contain many small vessels. That vessels are called blood capillaries. So that filter out the unwanted substances from the blood. So blood contains some unwanted substance. That unwanted substances are filtered by the capillaries of kidneys and from blood in the form of urine, and this waste material is called urine. And from the kidney, urine go to the urinary bladder. Okay, urinary bladder. The urine produced by the kidneys is stored in a bladder called urinary bladder. So these are the kidneys, and from kidneys through two tubes it comes to a urinary bladder. So whereas here is urine is collected or stored. Ureters. There are two tube-like structures which connect the kidneys and the urinary bladder together. They allow passage of urine from the kidney to the bladder. So from the kidney to the urinary bladder through a tube, that is called ureter. Then urethra. There is a muscular tube through which the urine moves out of the body. So that is a tube that is called urethra. So it's very easy figure, and this figure is very important. So you have to study. So in our body, the excretory system contains two kidneys. Okay, from the kidney, the blood capillaries that are there. That capillaries filter the unwanted materials from the blood as urine. So this urine is collected in the urinary bladder through this ureter. Okay, ureter, and this urethra, that is a muscular tube through which that urine moves out from our body. So that is the excretory system in human beings. Different organisms excrete different waste. So human excretory system we studied, and the major parts also, and other animals. The major excretory product in humans is urea. The urine consists of toxic waste 2.5%, and urea 2.5%, and water 95%. Okay, so main thing is water, that is 95%. Urine contain 95% water. Other part is urea and other some waste material also. So urea also there, and some other waste material, and the main part is water. So that is urine. The way in which waste chemicals are removed from the body of the animal depend on the availability of water. Fishes and aquatic animals excrete ammonia in the water. So they live in water and they excrete ammonia in the water. Okay, and birds, snakes, and lizards excrete semi-solid white colored uric acid. So especially lizard, they contain, that is a semi-solid excreta. Okay, so that contain a uric acid, white colored uric acid. Next is dialysis. Sometimes people use artificial kidneys, that is they get the blood purified artificially periodically. It is called dialysis. Sometimes our kidneys having any not functioning properly, the kidneys cannot filter the blood. So that time we are using the medical technique, that is dialysis. So through dialysis blood filtered. They have to do so in a case of kidney failure in which the kidneys of a person are unable to perform their function due to an infection or an injury. So the kidneys are not functioning properly. So my doctor prescribed this process, that is dialysis. Okay. Next is, how is sweat useful to us? Sweat contains water and some salts and hence help in getting rid of toxic waste from the body. So sweating, that is a natural process in our body. So through sweating, uh, some water and salt and some toxic substances or waste in our body, that is eliminated through this sweat. Also, as the sweat evaporates from our skin, it takes up our body heat and this makes us feel cool, especially during the summer days. So during the summer days we sweating more. So that time hot is very much hot. So evaporation, when we sweat, so that sweat evaporates. Okay, when it evaporates like that, our skin feel cool. Okay, so that is a technique to reduce the hotness from our body, sweating. So that is the useful of sweat. Okay, children. So the next part we will see in the next class. So all of you read the textbook and see the video and the question answers. Study the question answers. Okay, children. So all the best. Thank you.